And heart-wrenching news coming into our newsroom this morning. Just within the last hour, we have learned a grandmother and a child died in an overnight fire in Tampa. ABC Action News reporter Adam Weiner is there live. Adam, what can you tell us?
Well, we're here with the fire department right now. If the folks here, we're hearing a terrible situation here in Tampa. We're hearing about a whole family that appears to have been decimated by this tragedy here, and a lot of the community waiting to hear exactly what happened. We're about to hear from the fire department about their efforts to pull several people from a burning building. We're about to hear from the fire department's Jason Penny about what happened here on Paris Street at 39th Street this morning. Sir, can you tell us a little bit about what happened here this morning?
Good morning, everyone. And it's unfortunate that we have to be here, but sad news this morning. The 3700 block of East Paris Street here in Tampa, Tampa Fire Rescue responded to it about 4:30 this morning. They went in, they found smoke and flames coming out of the single-story wood frame structure. And when the firefighters went in, they found 4 people inside. They were able to pull all 4 of them out. 3 of them were children. I don't have the age range of the children or the genders of the children, but all 3 of them were transported to local hospitals. And unfortunately, one of them, an adult female, perished here at the scene. That's what we know right now. In addition to that, we had a firefighter at the scene who was overcome by heat exhaustion, and he was transported to a local hospital as well. We think he's going to be okay, and I don't know the status of the children that were transported to the hospitals. Every time we transport someone, they're a viable victim, we say, and we continue to work on them. And then once they get transported to the hospital is entrusted with their care. So I can't give you a status on them right now.
Talk about how you guys got called out here in the first place and about the firefight specifically.
Well, originally it came in as a single alarm, but due to the amount of victims that we had to deal with, a second alarm means that we need more staffing, manpower, apparatus. So as time went on and we continued to pull out more victims, more support was called in, so they called that a second alarm, and that's where we are right now. The fire is under control, and now we're just started the investigation.
Jason, I understand that Tampa police actually arrived first. They could not go inside the house. At that point, fire actually had to go in because it was so bad. Is that right?
Well, that's typically what happens. Is a lot of times you have patrol officers that are close by anyway, and they know not to go inside of a home that's burning like that. So yeah,
fully involved, is what you're saying.
That's what, as far as the firefighters that arrived on scene, that's what they saw. So I can't speak for the police. That sounds about right. It makes sense. But once the firefighters got here, heavy smoke, heavy flames before they went in.
Were there smoke alarms, or did somebody see the flames?
That part I asked that question, but I haven't been able to get an answer yet as far as whether or not there was a smoke detector inside the home. But I'm glad you brought that up, because it's absolutely crucial that people have smoke detectors in their homes, because so many lives can be saved by that one simple device. What was going on in that house right now, I don't have the answer to that question. That's why we have the investigation ongoing right now.
Jason, it's so tragic. 3 people, 3 kids taken to the hospital. You got 1 adult that passed away. The fire crews as well have to be. This is quite an emotional morning for them as well, and of course the entire family too.
Absolutely, it's tough. I mean, we've seen recent events in our country, just tragic events. I know that have affected you guys as well. So, a human being can only take so much. Now, we are professional firefighters. That's what we're trained to do, and police officers. But, anytime you're dealing with, children or anyone for that matter, especially something like this in a fire, a fire home, it's bad. But, we're professionals. We work through it, and we, it's important for us to treat the victims and make sure that they come out of it.
Have you been able to get a hold of the families?
There is someone here who is a family member that we're aware of. That's about all I can tell you right now.
What's happening right now? You guys wrapping up the investigation, still putting out the fire?
The investigation is ongoing. Anytime we have a fire death, we call out what's called the arson task force, but I want to make clear that just because we call it that doesn't necessarily mean that we suspect arson. but that includes our city fire marshal investigators, the fire marshal himself, the state fire marshal, and officers within Tampa Police Department. So they're here right now starting their investigation. They want to make sure that the area is safe, that the fire or any hot spots are completely out so that they can go in and start their investigation.
Did somebody call 911 who saw the flames?
I believe so. I believe so. I can't confirm that right now, but I believe so, yeah. Okay?
Jason, thanks for your time.
All right, guys, we're wrapping up here with the fire department. Obviously learning a lot more. Obviously a very difficult time for the Tampa Fire Department as they went in to rescue several children and a woman. And you just heard how much smoke was filling this home, that it not only injured so many people, but that even a firefighter had to be taken to the hospital to get checked out as well. Obviously, there's a lot for us to still learn about who these people are, this family, and we're going to try to hear from them this morning and today. Just obviously a tragedy here in this community, and we'll have you more updates for you throughout the morning. Back to you.